All right, all right, all right. We are live. We are live. We are live. We are live, guys. I am getting a soda because I'm not feeling my best today. I was feeling good this morning, and then as the day went on, things got a little shaky. Let me throw this soda can away. All right, all right, all right. How is everybody? What's going on, Sarah? What's happening, girl? What's going on? What's happening, Sarah? What's happening? All right, all right, all right. Well, we are going to go ahead on and get it started because we know y'all got things to do. All right. So for those of you all who may not know me, I am Attorney T, Alicia L. Thomas, and I did a YouTube video on my YouTube channel and asked the question, was the song and video WAP that was created by Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion, was this a song that was useful and beneficial for our community? And not just our community, period, but especially right now with everything that is going on. Was this the right song for now? And I did not think so. I didn't think it was. I still don't. Okay. To me, listening to the song, to the words, to me, it appeared that they were singing about being prostitutes. Nice beat. Love the beat. But still, I did not think that this song, on the heels of what we've been going through, is something that should be pushed forward in our community for our young ladies. And so one of my subscribers on YouTube, Miss Donitra West, disagreed with me and wanted to have a conversation about it. She said I didn't understand the lyrics. Didn't understand the lyrics, and I got it wrong. My understanding is off, that the song didn't mean what I thought it meant. And so I told her, cool, let's do it. Let's have a conversation about it. She's a millennial, and young people see things a whole lot different from those of us who have a little age on us, a little season on us. And so I thought it would be beneficial for us to have a conversation between what I guess I find myself being now is in the mature category, and try to bridge the gap between the generations, right? They don't understand us, and too often we definitely do not understand them. Now, I did say that I was torn about the song. I want to be fair to my young folks, because when the song comes on, which is another reason why I think they're talking about you using your body, selling your body to make it, okay, is because when the song starts and comes on, there's an old song that they started with, right? And it is a song that was hot. It came out and it was hot when I was back at Alcorn. And it's so interesting because when I heard the song, before I knew it, I'm like, what? tortured. And I had to catch myself and like, oh my goodness, that's so, whoa, don't take me back. Don't take me back. And so, but knowing that that song came out in the hype of my youth, my young years, and we danced to it, we had fun, we enjoyed it. It was awesome. Now here I am hearing this song, and I'm sure the young people are feeling the same way about it as I did the song in the background. But I will say this, even though the song was rough, it wasn't that visible. I mean, it looked like soft porn. And I cannot believe that that is beneficial for our community. So, having given you that backdrop, I'm now going to bring in Miss Dinitra West. What's going on, Dinitra?
Hey, how y'all doing?
All right. I am so glad to have you on the air. I was giving everybody a little backdrop of why we're here, how we got here, coming off of the heels of the video that I did put up on my YouTube channel. And your disagreement with me, you appreciated me having being open and seeing both sides, so I appreciate that. But you thought my assessment was off, right?
Yes.
Because I said that listening to the lyrics, I don't cook and I don't clean. Let me tell you how I got that ring ring. Was her saying, I'm not doing this the conventional way. I'm going to use what my mama gave me. And you said that I got that understanding wrong. The first thing I want you to do is introduce yourself to the people and give them a little bit about who you are.
Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Denitra West. I go by Danny. And I have a background in music. Just to give you a little bit of what I've done. I have sung in choirs, been in musicals, been in marching band from junior high all the way through college, chorals, plays, you name it, I've done it. I also sing and songwrite, and my undergrad, my bachelor's degree is rooted in nothing but music. That's from music education as well as music business. But majority of that degree is mostly rooted in songwriting with a little bit of production, not so much engineering.
All right. So tell me what I got wrong. Talk to the old folks.
Okay.
And listen, hold on before you do. Listen, everybody, you can drop down somewhere, either down on your screen or to the side, and leave a comment. What's going on, Miss Peoples? You leave a comment and we can see it. We can post it here so everybody can see. If you want me to ask a question or address a particular issue, put your comment in, and we're gonna. I'm watching your comments as well. And if you got a question for me, Miss West, let us know. Okay, we want you guys to participate. Let's make this good. This is the thing that we say we really want to do. And so let's don't sit on the sidelines, right? Let us talk. Let's two generations get together and let's figure out where each other stands. Come on, Ms. Dinitra, tell us where we getting it wrong.
Okay. Let's see here exactly how I want to start, because there was so many points throughout your original video that I was kind of like, ooh, no, wait a minute, let's come back. I guess we can start with the actual lyric that you just got finished quoting from the song.
Mm-hmm.
I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me tell you how I got this ring.
Mm-hmm. How she get it?
Well, let me start off by saying this before I kick into that verse. Now, I in no way participate or do anything regarding to any of the lyrics in the video. But because of my background and because I'm very strong about my stance when it comes to lyrics, this is the reason why I wanted to have this conversation. So let that be known first. Now let's get into the lyrics. Let me say this. I understand that we have a traditional way of getting a man or getting a husband, all that sort. But I think we forget sometimes that we are not in those ways entirely anymore. There are other avenues that either man or woman take in order to get their significant other. Now, when we talk about Cardi B, we're not talking about somebody who is quote unquote traditional.
She's
And
way
she's
not
not.
traditional, Danisha.
Was she quoted cooking and cleaning, which is kind of siding with the traditional thought, along with other things of how we get a man or how we get our husbands. But we forget Cardi is an artist. She's an entertainer. She's also not in the she's a married woman, but she's not in a quote unquote traditional marriage. And she's not married to a regular man. And I think we also need to understand that we can't always go about getting our husbands or loving our significant others based on tradition or what we perceive as the right way, but we should love them, honor them, and pursue them and cater to them based on what they require.
well,
Offset
well,
may not, offset may
well,
not
well, hold on,
really.
hold on.
Okay.
I understand that the world is changing, right? I
Right.
understand that the world not changing has changed. I get it. I get it. I get it. Um, what I am saying is, we know that it's not going to be 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds. Well, not all. There are still some, but for the most part, adults, right? Mature adults are not listening to WAP. Our young people are. Our young people are. And I don't. I know the world has changed, but I still do not stand by or agree with us sending a message out, women sending a message out to other young girls that the way to get a man is by using your body. Do you agree with that or no?
I agree with that, but who is to say that that is not what Offset wanted? The reason why she said what she said. This may be what he wanted for a wife. He may not want the cooking and the cleaning and the taking care of whatever. We don't know what's going on in their house. So yeah, she may have said, I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me tell you, I got this ring. And majority of the song is sexually fluid, but who is to say this isn't what he wanted? Who is to say this is not the type of wife that he wanted? Now, if he wanted that, that's his arrangement with him and his wife. We don't have to necessarily agree with that, but that is her story and her side. And
can you see the question on the screen?
What does WAP stand for somebody, someone?
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. This is what WAP means, Miss Whitfield. It means wet. Another name for donkey is the A. And if you put the letter P, WAP, the letter P, in front of Ussy, put it together and boom, there you got it. That's pretty good. I did pretty good right there, didn't I?
Yes.
Okay, so I see your point. I see your point. Oh, Keenan Starks, he went all the way and said it. Okay.
Well, thank you for going ahead and putting it out there.
But I see your point. I get what you're saying. We now have a new breed of people. That of course like different things.
Right.
And this way of approaching a man, the man may want this.
Right.
Okay. So even though this may be something that there are some people out there who want it, right?
Right.
You don't think that video was a little revealing?
I'll
like too revealing?
Like this. I'll put it like this. For me, I don't see it any different, really, than what we would normally or traditionally see on a beach. And wearing those particular type of outfits in the style that they are in is something that is popular now. It's not the most tasteful, no, but this is something that is worn. Is what is it called? A leotard. One of my favorite artists right now wears them, and her booty be out and all, Miss Beyonce. And a lot of people are taking a note from her and doing that.
All right, hold on, Danitra. For anybody out here who may be a part of the Beehive, don't come for me now. Don't come for me. Don't come for Miss Naditra. Ain't nobody saying nothing negative about no Beyonce. I know how cruel and crucial you folks can be, and I'm telling you right now, do not come over here with that foolishness because we ain't saying nothing negative now. We having an intellectual conversation. Go ahead, Doc.
Like I said, I rise for my girl. I'm Beyonce stan from way back when. So with me seeing her doing it and now other artists kind of following in that same trend now with wearing those particular things, even if it's just a cutoff halter with the, matching panties and then all the rest of that, it's something that they're doing. And we have to ask the question.
They're doing it, but my question is right? Because listen, I get what you're saying about the relationship between Cardi B and her husband. Are they married?
Yes, they are married.
Okay, and her husband Offset. I know, and that and all that goes with that. Okay, but the song itself is not about getting a man. I mean, it
No,
is,
it's not.
but it ain't about getting a man. It's about getting a man that's gonna take care of you, that's gonna pay for you. What? Come on, come on, talk to me. That's what
Not
I got.
necessarily. Let's actually break down those lyrics, okay? Majority, okay. The first and second verse that Cardi, we're just concentrating on Cardi because I'm gonna get to Meg in a minute. If we concentrate on just Cardi, technically those lyrics aren't schooling you on how to get a man. What she really telling you is, this is the type of man I want. Okay. This is the type of intercourse that I'm in. This is how well you have to be equipped. This is the way I want you to be equipped in order to give me excessive production of moisture. There you go. Boom. Now,
But okay, I agree. However, the point is, right, by doing all these things with him in a particular way, the results of that is I don't have to worry about cooking, and I don't have to worry about cleaning. I don't have to worry about doing anything but doing what I do to get what I want. And my question is that the message we want to put out for our community? Are you telling me that out of all of the creativity and ability that is on the inside of African American women, we are still wanting to push the envelope to keep selling sex? We don't want to sell intellect. We don't want to sell creativity, ability. We just want to sell sex. And I'm saying, especially in a time like this, is this the song that our community needs being pumped into it?
no, this isn't the song that the community needs, but it's the
Okay.
song that the community demands. Let me steer it in to another song, because Cardi actually made a good valid point when she made this statement. Oh, wow, and what's meanings? Let me talk about another song to hit your point.
Okay.
Cardi did a song called "Be Careful."
Okay.
This wasn't about sex. It wasn't sexually fluid. I don't even think there was a feature in the song to kind of help her push the envelope of the message of that song. The song, in a nutshell, basically talked about how wrong a man did her.
Okay.
And she did that song. And when she either did a live or she did an interview, because this subject came up, what you asked did come up, what her response was, well, when I tried to do a song that was toned down and more real, y'all wasn't trying to hit it. You basically called my phone trash. Y'all didn't give me the numbers that I needed. Y'all didn't support the song the way I needed you to support the song. So because of that, I went back to square one and gave you all exactly what is in demand right now. And that's all the visual you saw in the video and everything that I talked about in the song, but I took it on another level. This is the demand. This is what you all want.
Now that brings out an interesting point. That's an interesting perspective. And that is you saying, hey, no, the community doesn't need this. We can do better. We can put out something better. But when we try to put out something better, nobody wants it. Nobody's buying it. Nobody's checking for it.
No.
Okay.
And actually,
Okay.
you brought up
Okay.
something in your video. You brought up something in your video that actually adds to the point I'm making. You mentioned in your video, and I think it was going towards a little bit towards the end of the video, where you mentioned about the young ladies that were in the video. Let me share some info on you about those ladies. Those ladies happen to be underground rap artists. Those young ladies that you saw, aside from Kylie, because Kylie don't do that. The young ladies that were featured at the end of the video weren't necessarily putting out an image of we taking these young girls and we gonna raise them to be some quote unquote garden tools. Cardi was sharing her platform with these ladies who are underground, who do rap, but not getting as much shine as she feels she deserves or they deserve. So she offered her platform so that they could get more shine. I only recognize two for sure of the young ladies that were featured, and that was Suki and Miss Mulatto. Yes, they're young, but all of them are over the age of 18. All of them are over the age of 18. Okay. But all of them are underground artists. All of them do music.
Because they look young. They look like some children that was in this house ready to be trained on how to get their ring.
They are. And I think Cardi did that because, and I'm not gonna mention her name because I don't want no mess on this video.
We don't want no stuff.
There was conversation of a certain rap artist who had a 10-year run and wasn't using her platform to put other ladies on. And she was really the only one for a decade that was out there. She had no competition until Cardi came on the scene. And Cardi, because she said it in some lives and she's said it in some interviews, I'm not going to be like that. I'm not going to be selfish with my platform. I'm not going to not collaborate with other female artists. Let me put some other ladies on that are also doing the work on my platform. And she used her video to do just that.
I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that. Now that if that is the case, then I can appreciate that. Okay. Because we have it bad about getting in the door and then closing it behind us when we get in and telling everybody else how high they got to jump or if they can jump at all before you can let them in. You know, one in and everybody else got to wait. So I get that and I understand that. But guess what would have been a little, to me, just me, what I would appreciate it a little bit more is if you'd have shared your platform for us to taste or get to see a little bit of their talent, their rapping ability, not just showing me their body.
Well, you get what I'm saying? She did that. She started off with Megan Thee Stallion. That's not to say young ladies ain't gonna get a turn.
Everybody know Megan Thee Stallion. I'm talking about these other young ladies that these underground ladies. I would have liked for her to have given them an opportunity. And I'm not saying it had to be in this song. The song was what it was, right? The collaboration was between her and Megan Thee Stallion. What I'm saying is, if you want to collab and share your platform with people, cool. I have no problem. Share it in a way that would allow me to see the true talent of the young ladies and not just throw their flesh at me. That's fair.
Well, technically, we haven't given her a chance to do that. She's only put one song out there. Give her a chance to get some other songs out there.
All right, Miss West. All right.
We can bring them ladies on.
That's fair. That's fair, Doc. I can take it. That's fair. That's fair. That's a fair response right there. Look, I got a question here in the comments. I want to read. Mr. Angelo Williams asks if you know what hip hop music stands for.
Honestly, no. I'm not a major hip hop fan. I go to a certain line. I listen to everything, but that's not my main, you know,
I got it. I got it.
my main focus of music.
Well, you
So
know,
the answer would be no.
I have watched the hip hop music change. Of course, when I was coming up, hip hop was born. You know what I'm saying? I was listening to it and around when it wasn't a genre of music.
Right.
And when our parents thought it was really waste of time. And when it was fun. I remember when it was fun. Like what's the boy Will Smith in Summertime? You know what I'm saying? And all those when hip hop was fun. And then I of course was here when we transitioned from it being fun to it being more political. And that's what I miss about our hip hop generation now. We had an era where those of us of the African American community, once again was facing brutality by the police. I'm on sidestep here just a quick second. Hold on a minute. Somebody told me that hip hop means high, infinite power, helping our people. Right? This is what it means. High, infinite power, helping our people. Okay.
I thank you for that info.
All right. And so the whole genre of music, Mr. Angelo is saying, I believe, tell me if I'm right, Mr. Angelo, I believe he's saying that the name tells us what the music is supposed to be about, right? High infinite power, right? Helping our people. There's nothing about this song that's of a high infinite power. I don't see it doing nothing to help our people. And just a sidestep here, just a sidestep here a little bit. We're all up in arms because of the police brutality that our people are facing now, right? All right, is that healing our people? High infinite power healing our people. And but we've always had that, right? That's where we got the song "F the Police."
NWA, right?
Right. We had artists at the time that used their platforms and their music to address the issues that our community was facing. Look, man, these guys made a song called "It's the First of the Month." So Cash Money, come on.
Bone Thugs and Harmony, right?
Bone Thugs and Harmony, right? The songs were about what we were actually and literally facing in our community, how we were feeling about it, and sometimes even how we addressed it. I mean, we had police brutality. That's where we get the Al Green. It was not Al Green. Was it Al Green? Al Green came out with "I'm Black and I'm Proud." Not Al Green. That James Brown. "I'm Black and I'm Proud." Right?
Correct.
I'm just saying. Are you telling me that our community is so debased that we would rather hear foolishness over something that addresses the community issues and something that goes to heal our community? Are you telling me we that lost? We've gotten that far?
No, I'm not saying that. But who is to say what they're discussing in the song is not something that's needed?
I don't see anything, and I'm sorry, I don't see nothing in this.
What let me help you out. Let me help you out. Um, you know, when it comes to, I can say sex, right? I can say sex.
I would prefer if we use, can we say, having a wonderful time physically.
Okay, okay. When we talk about having a wonderful time, everybody doesn't necessarily know how or when or where or have the necessary tools in order to execute this good time. So
I am not going to.
wait a minute. We still keeping this clean. We still keeping this clean. Just hear me out.
You are not going to tell me that this can be used as an instructional video.
What I'm saying is, along with what I just said, what is wrong with getting some instruction in order to make sure that my partner executes the way he or she needs to in order for us to both enjoy this good time?
Okay, I'm gonna roll with you. I disagree. I don't believe this. Of course, this is not an instructional video, but let's roll with it. Let's roll with it. Guess where instructional videos are to assist you with these types of situations? They have particular store locations. and if we're gonna use it as an instructional video, then let's put it in its proper place. Otherwise, I just don't need that out and about. I don't even want it on. You know what? You know why? Well, I don't want to explain to my son what WAP means because he's listening to it on the radio.
But he's listening to the clean version. And isn't it our job, as what you said in the video, for folks we aspire to, the doctors, the lawyers, the teachers, parents, isn't it our job to make sure that we teach our children the correct way of the subject that they're talking about? So when they hear this stuff on the radio, they are not influenced because the parent has sat them down, talked to them, introduced them of this subject, told them the correct way of how these things.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because my baby is 10. It ain't time to be having no conversation with him now.
It's up to you as the parent when you do it, yes. But
so,
we do want to make
if
sure
we
that
ride down the road,
do we not?
If we're riding down the road and listening to the radio, right? I don't want him hearing a song that we got to have a conversation about. I want him to be able to hear a song because it's on the radio that to lyrics he can actually sing and that's saying something of importance. Yes, it is. It is. It's one reason why I don't listen to the radio that much anymore. I stream my music and hand pick what I'm going to listen to because at some point as a community, and I agree with you. I agree with you 100% that good that good time, that good feeling situation is what sells. And to me, that is the problem. We have lowered our standards so low now that we don't know the difference between a good song that is productive for our community and something that is filth. And I'm not calling her filthy. I'm just saying the song does nothing to benefit the community as a whole, man. And I'm not saying you gotta hate the song. I'm not saying that. Because as I said, starting off, for those of you all who were not here when we first signed on, we're having a conversation about this new Cardi B Meg the Stallion song and video called WAP. And I did a YouTube video, put it up on my YouTube page, and Miss West is one of my subscribers who saw the video and wanted to have a more detailed and in-depth conversation about it. And I said in that video that when it comes to the artisticness of the video, it was fly. I mean, it's fly. Okay. I also admitted that they used one of the songs that was hype back in my day when I was young and going out and doing all of that stuff, and it brought back memories of that time. They were good times. I can't lie. I had fun. It's a good time, right?
And let me ask you, Alicia, when you heard it and you had the good time, who is to say that wasn't beneficial? It brought back good memories. That's
right. It did. Absolutely. And that's why I said in my video that to some extent I'm torn. Because although I don't agree with it, although I do not believe that it is beneficial for our community in particular at this time, I do understand liking something that may not be good for you. I did say that in the video. I get it. I get it. But and it may just be, this may be the missing piece between the generations, because there are certain things, and I'm not saying all, there are some highly intellectual and intelligent young people in our community. So please, y'all, I'm not attacking young people. I'm not saying young people don't have brains and cannot think. Okay. What I am saying is there are some things, some understanding about things that comes with age, right? And at the time when I was in my 19 and in my 20s, being young, right? It was about a good time.
It was.
But now I'm a little older and I'm able to see that in having a good time, good, but you still have to be conscious minded. You have to be community minded, right?
You do.
And you have to be able to assess the times. There was a video that I was going to put up. I got some information about a mega preacher, and I mean, it's good information. And it came at a time I was preparing and prepping to do the video, and then the killing happened of Ahmaud Arbery. And on the heels of Ahmaud Arbery came George Floyd, right? So,
right.
Do I continue to put out this video that is going to be fluff? That's going to be messy. Something for us to he and kiki about, or do I put a video out addressing what is going on right now that is affecting our community and put information out there that's going to be beneficial for our people in our community? Guess which one I chose to do? I put the fluffy, messy video to the side to address what was actually going on and affecting our community right now.
Well, then my question to you is, why did you put it to the side? Why didn't you just put out both? That's not to say that we don't need to be conscious of what is going on, but
What happened? Okay.
Okay. My alarm was going off because I
Okay.
have something later. Um, that's not to say that we don't need to be conscious of what's going on right now, but too much consumption of that can also weigh you down. So what's the matter with me taking in something to broaden my mind as well as something else to make me laugh or put me in good spirits?
Right. I chose to deal with what was affecting my community. I'm going to put my video out, but timing is everything. And that is something that we want young people to focus more on, is understanding that there is a time for everything. And sometimes there is a time to put what may be good to the side for the bigger picture, for the better moment. I mean, that's just me. Now everybody may not agree with me, and I get it, but I'm saying that if we don't change how we see ourselves, our community, and we just keep rolling like we're rolling, and things are getting a little bit worse and a little bit worse and a little bit worse, before long we're not gonna have no morals. We're not gonna have no standards. I mean, and there are some people who believe there should be no lines, there should be no standards, they should be nothing. But then to me, that breeds lawlessness.
Well, why do we have to have lines and standards and all of that when it comes to entertainment? If my job is to entertain you and be creative, why can't I be free in my creativity? Understanding that I may offend somebody, yes, but in the same token, I will make somebody feel good. And in another, I can inform some people of some things and turn them on to some things. See, me as a creative person, I don't feel I should have boundaries in my creativity because it's a way of expressing myself. I know everybody is not going to be on the same page with me, depending on how I decide to, do my
Create.
creativity.
Absolutely.
But I, as a creative person, as a music artist, I'm technically not signing up to be a role model, to be your best friend, to 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 make you feel good or make you feel bad. I just want freedom of expression of what I think, how I feel, and how I move. Present that to you the way I should be allowed to present it, and allow you to sit there, take it in, and come up with an assessment and have a discussion. That's not to say you're going to agree with what I did. And that's not to say that you're not going to agree. But allow me as the creative, allow me as the artist to express myself the way I want to express myself. And you feel how you want to feel about it.
Now, I agree
Lyrics,
with you.
video, and all.
I agree. I'm going to tell you that I agree with you there. I do. That is a fair assessment. And I do agree. People should have the right to be creative to whatever extent that may be. And it's really not fair for me to say what's creative and what's not, because it's relative. So I agree with you on that respect. Okay. No problem. But to wrong.
Come on.
I guess for me, I'm looking at it from the vehicle that's driving it. Okay. I'm looking at the song. I looked at the song. I listened to the lyrics. And as I said before, and I ain't telling nobody to go watch it, but I'm going to say that the creativity of of the video was excellent. I mean, the video was popping. I'm not going. The creativeness of it was off the chain. As I said, the only person that I've seen do choreography in a hip hop video was Missy Elliott some years ago, and to see those young ladies actually do whatever, what's the appropriate word you say, all that choreography in that video, I thought was kind of cool. I like the scenes of it all. You know what I'm saying? The color and things like that was very creative to me. But I'm looking, although I'm looking at these different pieces, I'm also looking at the bigger picture, and I'm looking at the vehicle by which this song is coming to me. And that I have to be careful because the industry, right, that's pushing this stuff, I got to be real careful. I have to be real careful because that song, right, that you were talking about that Cardi B put out, you have to look too at how the industry backs certain songs, how much money they put behind making sure that a song pops, that a song is heard everywhere, that a song is flowing up. That has a lot to do. I'm not saying it's all of it, but it has a lot to do with it. And that industry is pushing a particular thought into this world, not just our community, but in particular our community, but in this world. Listen, man, let's be real. Let's be real. Let's be real. Let's be real.
Okay.
I don't want my daughter to think that stripping on a pole is a way that she can make it in the world. I do not. Now, can Cardi B, could that be a part of her creativeness? Yeah, she's a grown person. She can make whatever decision she want to make for her life. But I don't want her to be held up as the picture of what my black daughter ought to be aspiring to be in life. Now,
Well,
I'm sorry. Y'all come on and whoop me down and shoot me down and beat me up.
Well, Alicia, that's where you come in as a parent. Because the first place they look is not in a video that they see on TV or a song that they hear on the radio. It's what's being done in the home first. What they see is you first. So as I said earlier, is it not our responsibility to teach them, to let them know, to give them the real, to depending on what age, because you said you're not ready for your baby to take that step just quite yet, not quite yet, but
no,
there is going to come a time when he's going to ask you questions.
All
There's
right.
going to come a time where you're going to have to answer these questions. And would you rather him come to you or would you rather him go to Cardi?
Listen, I don't want him going to nobody but me, right? But in raising a child, this is what I know. Now I got some parents on here, so y'all. So if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong, and I'll make the correction here. I'll let the world know that y'all say I'm wrong, right? This is what it say. You're trying to make parents be responsible at the day and time when absence is prevalent. Okay. I'm on. I got two comments. And I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say, but I'm gonna show these two comments. Just hang tight. This one here says, Angelo says the industry is using artists like Cardi B and Meg Stallion. I totally agree with that. And then Pastor Turner says you're trying to make parents be responsible in a day and time when parental absence is prevalent. Okay. Now listen to this. I'm gonna say this. I know that I am teaching my baby the difference between right and wrong and doing the best I can with helping him understand having boundaries, understanding being a moral man, in this world, and I know I'm teaching him these values. There's no doubt or question. I'm not worrying about that, right? But my child, like most people's children, leave the house. And when he leaves the house and he goes to the school system, he's interacting with other children who may not be being raised by those same principles and standards, right? Because I didn't teach my child. It's at one point in time back here in the last school year, there was some little video that they were talking about that the kids were watching, but the little ugly picture would pop up and tell the children to kill their parents and all this other foolishness.
Yeah.
You remember that? I can't remember what that thing was called. But I didn't teach him that that's something that he should want to watch, right? Yeah. But he comes home from school telling me there's this video he just gotta watch. He just gotta watch it. He gotta watch it. And I'm like, you don't have to watch nothing. Nothing. No. And so I didn't know what it was. And never heard of it, didn't know what it was. I was at some other event, heard some other parents talking about it, and they explained to me what it was. I rushed home to check his iPad to make sure that he had not tried to get on YouTube to find this thing once I knew what it was and to lock all that stuff down. So I'm saying I care about my community, right? Care about my community. And any gift that the Lord has given me, I'm going to use it to the best of my ability for the benefit of me, my family, and my community. And I guess there's an expectation that I have that everybody else in my community would have the same mindset. I know we don't. No, we don't. I know we don't. I'm realistic. I know we don't. But I just believe, and as I always say, it's just me and my opinion, that whatever we're going to be blessed to have, let's use it to benefit our community. We got, as the pastor said, we're in a time now, well, at a time high, all-time high, where we have parental absence in the home, right? We have more and more children being dropped off in the DHS system. You know what I'm saying? More and more of our children are being shot dead in the streets. And I just don't think this is the time for the song. I'm not saying she don't have a right to make it. I'm not saying she don't have a right to put it out. I'm saying timing. Right now, put out a song that encourages your people to get educated about the candidates that's running and push them to the polls.
I am so glad you brought up that point, because if people really followed Cardi B, they would know she is actually very active right now in the political game. She has been more than vocal about her support behind Bernie Sanders, both terms that he was running to be president. Now, he didn't end up president. He didn't even end up nominated as the Democratic,
Yeah, I get
the representative for the Democratic Party.
Well, isn't it interesting?
Joe Biden did. Joe Biden did.
But isn't it interesting? Go ahead.
So what she did was, because she actually did an interview and made a live as well, saying that, well, she was disappointed that Bernie that he dropped out. But she was open to having an interview, and she did an actual interview with Biden to hear what he had to say.
She did. I agree with you.
She had that interview, and
I agree.
Said after that interview He did convince her. And she's still out here telling people, go vote, go get involved. Go look in your local government, see who runs.
Well, don't you find it interesting that we know more about her escapades
We do.
than her political involvement?
We do.
And
But this
hold on. And her political involvement is so limited, right?
it is.
That there are many in the hip hop community, in the rap community that she's in, who don't even really take her serious because they feel like she's not as intellectually involved as they're saying, and thereby they're feeling as though she's being a prop. I'm sure you know that.
I would say this. While I understand that they don't take her as seriously, I also know that before she even started in politics, Cardi's escapades was how she was introduced to us.
And that is very young. That is my point.
Young.
That is my point, Danitra. That is my point.
Right. She was very young when we got her. She didn't know. But as she got older and evolved, then she started getting more involved. So what? We're gonna crucify her because of
absolutely not. No, I'm not going to crucify anybody. You come as you are, and it is my hope that as you get older and life experiences come upon you, you change your thinking. You evolve in your thinking. You get higher in your thinking. I don't have a problem with any of that, right? I don't have a problem with any of that, except for the fact that as she is now evolving in her thinking, at some point, I would like her to evolve to the point where she decides to stop selling her body to make money.
Well, and putting Cardi B is only 26, 25, 26, somewhere up in that range. She is not what we would consider as a veteran in industry. She's still very new. We have to give her or allow her that time to grow and to evolve. That does not happen overnight. As church people, when we get them in the door, we get them as they are. It's a process. I remember you saying this in a sermon.
It is a process. I agree.
I agree. Get them to that point.
I agree that it is a process. But good God have mercy, at some point in time now, you got to step, you at least got to get on the train to change.
And she's making that change. We are watching the change.
Not in this video.
Maybe not in this video, but then that goes back to what I said earlier when she tried to step out with that song, Be Careful. Because she was doing some quote unquote raunchy stuff before the Be Careful video. So right. She tried to take another route and go with the Be Careful video. But she didn't get the backing of the support of the community the way she thought she should have. So she went back to the status quo. Now that's not saying that she won't turn around and maybe make a video or a song and
I'm saying that
conscious, but we have to allow her to go through the process, Alicia.
I got you. Well, look, we're an hour into the conversation, so we're gonna pull it in. We're gonna pull it in. I'm so thankful for you coming and being on here with me, and I enjoyed the conversation, Danitra. Now I know you agree with everything I said, and of course I agree with everything you said. But this is what I like. I like the ability, right, to have the conversation. Okay. Because so many times we don't hear, we won't listen to the other person, right? I listen to people who may disagree with me because most things that we see and we perceive, perception is reality and reality is relative. And so being able to hear and understand how another person perceives a thing can help you in some situations, broaden your thinking, you know what I'm saying? Evolve your thinking. Um, and sometimes just seeing things in a different light. I have some subscribers to my YouTube channel that are strong Trump supporters. If you can believe it, if you can believe it, right? But they are my loyal subscribers, man, loyal subscribers. Because one of the things that I say on my YouTube channel is this is a safe space, right? My opinion, I want to hear what you have to say. Put it in the comments. Be free to speak your mind. We can disagree, right? But we're gonna be respectful. And I think that's what they like, that they can come and express themselves and not have to worry about being, cussed out or dogged out or, and that kind of thing. So I appreciate your willingness to come on live and talk with me and let's have the dialogue. I think that's how we grow as a community and how we get better. And that's ultimately what I want. I want our community to grow. I want our community to get better. And everybody that's putting out information in our community, I want them to put out something that is going to elevate us to a higher and a better standard way of living. That's ultimately, of course, what I think all of us would like to see. And we may disagree on how we get there. I just want young people as a whole, especially those that are in that industry, to just don't focus so much on making the bag that you miss being used, right? And how you're being used in front of your people. Because that industry is all about the dollar. They don't care about Cardi B and nobody else, is truth be told. They care about making money. Okay? And selling us bad images of ourselves is what they do. And I don't want, if at all possible, our people to be used to put bad images out there in our communities. It's not the first time. They've been doing it forever. I mean, back in the 70s, they called the movies that they put out then black exploitation movies, because all that was ever glorified on TV were pimps, garden utensils, you know, you know what I'm saying? Drug dealers. With my mama, I remember having a conversation with my mom, who was going off about some of the current movies and music and different things that I was listening to in my 20s. And I said, wait a minute, Mom, hold on one second. You telling me that watching this is worse than y'all going to the movie to watch Superfly? Now, you young folks, y'all may not know nothing about Superfly, who that is or nothing, but Superfly was a pimp. He was a pimp. Yes. And everybody loved him. All the men wanted to be him, and all the women wanted to be with him. But we don't want to glorify pimps and drug dealers and pole swingers.
No, we don't want to glorify them. We just They just want the entertainment for those of us who enjoy that particular type of entertainment. That's all we want. That's all we want.
That's all we want.
Some of
That's
us
all
are
we
not
want.
looking to be conscious at the moment. Some of us are just looking to be entertained. That's all.
And
And
that is
maybe get
very
turned
true.
on to some different things. That's
That
all.
is very true. That is very true. I agree with you with that. Some of us are conscious and we're looking for those things that's going to be powerfully uplifting for our community. And then, y'all, we just got some folks that simply want to be entertained. That is true. All right, family. I thank you guys so much for tuning in and hanging out with us for as long as you did. We hope you enjoyed it. Danitra, I want to thank you for being my guest again. I appreciate you so much for sharing your time with us. Hope you guys enjoyed. Listen, guys, go to my YouTube page and subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Watch that video and hopefully it'll help give you a little bit more background and understanding about the conversation that we had tonight. And maybe you might see some other videos over there that you might enjoy. I am going to put up the missing video about the pastor, though, don't you
I'm
worry.
looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to
For
that.
those individuals that just want to be entertained. All right, y'all. God bless you. Y'all let me know if y'all liked it. Put somewhere in the comments down there and let me know if you liked it. And if you did, I will you see the message, Danitra?
Said great combo to have. Thanks for taking my question. You're welcome. Great interview. Thanks, late. You're welcome.
All right. So let us know if you guys liked it and enjoyed it. And if so, man, I'll do some more. I love it. I don't know. Maybe I can get one of my Trump supporters to come on.
Oh, that would be a interview.
That'd be wonderful.
Bring them on. Don't be scared. Come on.
All right, then, family. We love you. God bless you. And as I say on my YouTube page, as always, we'll see you next time. God bless. Y'all take care. Have a good night. We'll see you next time.